Good morning. It's 3:51 a.m. I'm in a hotel here in Calgary, and I'm about to go to Calgary International Airport so that I can jump on a flight to Denver and then to Springfield. I should be in Springfield by now, but yesterday I completely missed my flight. And I'm in Calgary because I had to drive from Edmonton 3 hours down to Calgary so I could make this morning's flight. $600 to get a new ticket, $120 for a hotel room, $50 in extra gas. It all adds up. Not to mention waking up at such a lovely hour to be here at the airport. Definitely a very expensive mistake, and I think that it's definitely related to like a fatigue tax, all the extreme late hours, and just my decision making has not been as crisp. I've just landed in Denver. I've got a 90-minute layover before heading on to Springfield. For Project X, which I've mentioned in the last few episodes, I've needed to hire a project coordinator. Even though it's a small job for now, it's important, so I have to hire somebody who I knew I could count on. Sarah had the really good idea of calling Emily, who you met a few episodes ago. And you'll never believe it, she lives right here in Denver. So even though it'll be brief, Emily has agreed to meet me here at the airport. So I am pumped to meet her for the first time ever in person. Here we go. Welcome to Springfield. It's a little hotter here than in Edmonton. Also, a bit of a smaller airport. Grand total of 10 gates. And possibly the most interesting carpet we've ever seen. You know you're in Missouri when we've got boats on display at the airport. I'm ready to rock in this bitchin' blue Kia Rio. We are headed to the headquarters of Bass Pro, to their conference center, which is the White River something something something. And I'm gonna sit in on the semi-annual meetings of SRC Corporation. More details on that later. I am here at the SRC meetings to learn on overdrive. We are so lucky these days that we get to stand on the shoulders of giants, whether it's getting mentors or studying online courses, or in this case, getting to come to like a full immersion experience here. We get to learn so quickly these days. The world really is at our fingertips. And to be here is an absolute honor. It feels like an entrepreneurial Disneyland, getting to literally go behind the scenes and hear the brain trust of this $500 million company at work, to hear how the last 6 months went for them and how the next 6 months are going to go with all the contingencies they're putting in place, how they're handling the curveballs that they didn't see coming in the first 6 months. This is pure gold. And the most amazing thing of all is they don't charge a damn thing to come. It's an open book company. They practice what they preach, and they're so open book they even let members of the public come in and sit in these meetings that literally chart the direction of the company. What an honor. I am so excited to be here. Here are my main takeaways from day one of the SRC meetings. First of all, the food here is amazing. It's everything you'd imagine from Missouri. I gotta tell you though, I am not losing any weight on this trip. Secondly, how cool is this place? This is one of the coolest conference centers I've ever been to in North America. And thirdly, I was blown away by these two young presenters, Chandler and Neil. As I mentioned earlier in this episode, we are so lucky to stand on the shoulders of giants. In the book Smart Cuts, they talk about platforms, as in we can use a computer as a platform and do things that were impossible even 10, 15 years ago. I think of a car also as a platform. The better that your car is, the faster you can go with relatively little training. Same thing with any kind of system. And I watched today as these two guys, Chandler and Neil, crushed it. I think Chandler's like 27 years old, and him and Neil, and I think Neil might be like 32 or 33, are standing on stage giving a presentation about fluctuations of Chinese debt and commodity prices and how that affects the part of SRC that they work in. So Chandler and Neil are the leaders over at Global Recovery Corp, which is one of the subsidiaries inside of SRC. With only 10 employees, they've grown it to $10 million in sales. And as I was watching them talk, I literally had to blink and look 3 or 4 times. These guys are speaking with the expertise and the competence of guys twice their age. And here they are, around the age of 30, speaking with incredible insights. And I think that's a testament both to them in their ambition. Neil made it to his position with GRC within 6 years. Chandler, in only 4 years, went from a temp to being one of the leaders of the company. So there's no doubt that there is their ambition and drive and intelligence at play. I think that combined with the amazing platform, the amazing system, the amazing operating system of the great game of business, and suddenly extraordinary things are possible on absolute hyperdrive.
Time to head into our Airbnb location, a bed and breakfast. This place looks super cool.
So check out this super nifty place. Wraparound balcony. This home, I guess it was built in like 1902. Very cool. Let's head on the inside and see what it's all about. Wow, super cool. Beautiful hardwood floors. Very cool decor, tall ceilings, crown moldings up at the top, nifty chandeliers. Got a big formal dining room here as well. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love old homes like this. Classic chandeliers, nice tall ceilings. And this is my room. Let's check it out. Ooh, more beautiful floors. Big doors. I mean, you just don't get this if you go to a hotel, right? So there you go. That was one heck of an amazing Thai meal. Thank you so much to Natchery, my host, for preparing it. With a whole bunch of awesome Thai food in my belly and a big comfy bed to get a few hours of sleep, I am very excited to hit the sheets tonight and get ready for another day at the entrepreneurial Disneyland known as the SRC meetings. See you tomorrow.